Hey everybody, it's James, and I'm out selling stuff outside where I reside, and I was going to give you a song at the end of this. It's about noon, 12:05 on a Saturday. I've been doing this every Saturday for about the last month, ending at about 12:15 these days, up from 12 o'clock firm. And I've been getting out here as early as I can, but unfortunately, embarrassingly, it's been ridiculous. Like I think the first time I got out here at 11, and the second time was like 11:45. Um, and today it was like 11:15. So anyway, I'm working at trying to get here a lot earlier. This is electric guitar that a friend gave me for parts to kind of fix the other one, and the parts didn't match up, so I'm actually trying to rebuild it. I did all this work with CA glue and baking soda, and then but then I brought it out here and I sanded it while I was trying to sell. Just kind of slowly kind of sanded and filed this away so it fits nice. I still got that pocket to kind of fill in. It's kind of starting to fit real nice again. I hope it kind of works. That the body is, I didn't realize the body is such a challenge when I was working on the neck, but maybe it'll happen. So, oh gosh, I was going to do Alice's Restaurant. This is going to have to be kind of the shortened version. I don't know it word for word. It's just a story. So I was going to kind of just tell you the story of Alice's Restaurant. It's I mean, you could tell the story in like 1 minute, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I think the official song is 18 minutes long. It goes, you can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. It's around the back, half a mile from the railroad track. You can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. Well, Alice lived in a bell tower of a church with her husband, Ray, and their dog, Faka. And the church downstairs was didn't have any pews anymore, so there was lots of room, and so they didn't take out their trash very often and just let it pile up. And we came and, as a favor, decided we were going to take that trash out and put it in our red microbus, half a ton of trash, and dump it for her. So we, on Thanksgiving Day, so we went off to the dump and found a sign, a chain that said the dump was closed for Thanksgiving Day. So we decided we needed to go find another place to dump our garbage. So we went down a road and a side street and found a 25-foot cliff with another pile of garbage at the bottom of it. And we decided to maybe put our pile of garbage underneath their pile of garbage. And then we decided two piles is just one pile is better than two piles. And so we decided to put our pile on top of their pile of garbage. So we did, and went back to Alice's and had a Thanksgiving dinner and stayed the night. And the next morning woke up and got a call from Officer Obi, who said he found a envelope with my name on it at the bottom of that half a ton of garbage. And I said, Officer Obi, I can't tell a lie. I put that envelope at the bottom of that garbage. So we talked for about 45 minutes more, and the truth came out, and they admitted that it was our half a ton of garbage. So Opie said that we had to move the garbage and we had to come down to the station to answer some questions. So we took the red microbus to the police officer's station and talked to Officer Opie. We figured there was going to be two possible outcomes here. One is Officer Opie was going to give us a medal for our bravery and honor. And two, he was going to chew us out and give us a warning. We figured that it probably wouldn't be the former, probably the latter. But lo and behold, Officer Opie had a third choice, and that was to arrest us and put handcuffs on us. He said to get into his police car, and he was going to take us to, quote, the crime scene, unquote. And so we went out there, and this is in Massachusetts, Brighton, somewhere in Massachusetts. There's only one of something. There's 2 police cars and there's 3 police officers. But when we got there, there was 5 police cars and there was 7 police officers. And Officer Opie was taking 8.5 by 10 glossy photos, came up with 27 8 by 10 glossy photos. And there was an aerial photography. Even these 8 by 10 glossy photos had circles and arrows with notes on the back. And he took us back to the police officer's station and said he was going to put us in our cell, and he wanted our wallets and our belts. And I said, Officer Opie, I can understand that you want my belts, my wallet, so I can't buy things in the cell, but why do you want my belt? And Officer Opie says, so you don't commit suicide. And I said, Officer Opie, I'm not going to commit suicide over littering allegations. But Officer Opie took the toilet seat off so I couldn't stick my head down on the toilet seat and bang it with the toilet seat and drown myself. And he took the toilet paper away so I couldn't use it like sheets tied together and climb down the side of the building on it. And so he covered all aspects and possibilities. And then so we went to the court, and the magistrate came in and said, all rise. And he had his CNI dog, and Officer Opie seized up the situation with his 27 8 by 10 glossy photos with circles and arrows and notes on the back, and came to the realization that this magistrate wasn't going to be looking at those, and justice is blind, so he started to cry. The magistrate came up with a decision that we had to pay a $50 fine and remove that garbage in the snow. So that's the story of Alice's Restaurant. But this isn't about Alice's Restaurant. This is about the draft. I went to New York to sign up for the Army, and I got drunk the night before, so I was all hungover to be ready for this kind of thing, which seems to be the best way. And so I came in and they asked me questions. They had us, they gave us injections and inspections, and checked us all over, and lubrications, maybe, you name it. So they sat me down with a shrink, and with the shrink asked me some questions, and so I stood up and I started jumping up and down, and I said, kill, 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 kill. And the psychiatrist stood up and said, "Kill, kill, kill, kill." And so they walked away, and they gave me a medal for that. And then they decided that they don't like my kind, and said that they were going to send me off to Washington, D.C. They asked me if I had ever been arrested. And so I proceeded to tell them the story of Alice's restaurant, and excuse me, and that I'd been arrested for littering, and so they put me on a bench marked Section W with all of these thugs and really scary-looking guys. And they told their stories of murder and mayhem and rape and all kinds of things, and asked me what I had done, and I said littering. And so they all backed away and distanced me from them until I told them that I caused a disturbance, and so they kind of came back to me and we're okay with that. Anyway, this story is the way it goes, and there's kind of like one thing. If you kind of rile these people up and you have a group of one, or a group of cable of two, or a entity of 3 people, or 50 as a cause, if you want to rile everybody up and be individual and get your way, you just sing this song, Alice's Restaurant, which goes, "You can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. You can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant. It's around the back, half a mile from the railroad track. You can have anything you want at Alice's Restaurant." All right, thank you, everybody. I got 2 people walking by here, and I'm about to have to pack up after they walk by. Have a nice day. Happy Thanksgiving. Bye.